Welcome back to Movie Fridays. I've been waiting over a year to talk about this movie, and honestly, I don't know why. I never did the review at first for this. So tonight I'm going to be talking about, for this week's Movie Friday, Nerve. This is a 2016 movie based upon the novel of the same name by Janine Ryan. In this movie, V, played by Emma Roberts, is sort of kind of this shy person who's not really that popular, or at least she kind of isn't. She's shy, she's timid, she has many things going for her, but she's afraid of, talking to people, seeing what their interests are and whatnot. Nerve here is where it takes the action to the nth degree. In the movie, there is a little app called Nerve, and essentially the game is like Truth or Dare, except if Dare was the only option. And of course, when people play Nerve, at least as a player, they have to pull off these sick, insane stunts that not only the people online suggest who are watching you, but also the game itself. That is how insane this movie is. It's talking about a game of Truth or Dare. So, of course, along the way, as Emma Roberts playing the game, trying to get over her timid nature, she winds up meeting a sort of kind of this teen young adult played by Dave Franco. And of course, his backstory is kind of an interesting one. But further along the way, they obviously wind up finding themselves in situations. And of course, it's a game of survival. Like I said, Nerve is a completely insane game. No person out of their right mind would play this. What is in the game is you either have to win the dare or bail out of it. In case that, you lose. Another extra rule is you're not allowed to tell authorities or anybody else about this game. If you do, you're considered a snitch, and they'll wind up basically pinning you in a big competition between the toughest Nerve, and they will control your life, your family, everything that you care so dearly about. One thing I will have to admit out of all of this is, while Nerve definitely has that practicality and big interest in what the film's going for, and even then I didn't realize this film was based upon a book until the end credits came by, the movie winds up putting ourselves in the situation of, what if this game exists? And even critics made so many remarks that this is kind of like Pokemon Go in some ways, because honestly, right around the time the movie got released, Pokemon Go just about came at the exact same time as this movie. So, it's kind of insane how one, augmented app can actually relate to another I can't even say it anymore, augmented app. And honestly, getting to the backstory of Dave Franco's character, he actually turns out that he actually played Nerve while living in Seattle. A dare winded up unfortunately going too far, as they wind up hanging alongside one of the cranes that's in the state, and I don't know if that actually still exists or not. I need to go down there again. But here's what happens. Of course, with the snitch situation, Dave and his friend wind up trying to tell the police about this situation, And of course, unfortunately, the cops pass it along as an accident. And of course, the game winds up, of course, messing his life up. His father was screwed, his life was screwed, and of course he winded up going along the way to New York to try to see if it's possible to try to beat this game and shut it down for good. Which, of course, in the process is a questionable challenge. Can they literally beat the game? Are they able to succeed? Who knows? This game of Dare to the Extreme will have to be found out if you watched it. So, honestly, Dare has this really big story going forward, and I really like what lengths they went through to make this movie. I really do like the setting they have for this. It's something practically big and major that I've never seen out of any movie before. And honestly, Nerve definitely racks up there. And another thing to add is that the music that they chose for this is practically well put together, and even like the neon lights that show up in the movie definitely make the film artsy. And need I say more about New York City? I don't know what it is with a lot of these films and New York City. They're gargantuan. They're beautiful looking. The film makes me want to visit New York. And who knows, sometime down the line, I might visit it. Who knows? But in all honesty, Nerve definitely, and a lot of other movies, want me to, of course, gain the interest in visiting the state as well as the city. It's a big thing. So what do I say about Nerve that hasn't been said before? While many people are mixed and split about it, I certainly definitely had a fun time with this film. Not only with the acting, the setting, the interesting cinematography they had, and a lot of the special angles they had for this, even the cool effects for the movie, I will say that Nerve is, in my opinion, worth watching and worth buying on Blu-ray. So Nerve, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or, in all honest opinion, what is your favorite movie based on a novel of the same name? And to give it out of the way, I am looking forward to The Disaster Artist. Whatever your thoughts are, comment below and let me know. And as always, if you like what you're seeing here and you want to see more, just wait until the end slate if you want to see more. And as always, I'm the Ferb guy, and I'll see you guys for the next movie.